Hello. I did some more grinding off stream, obviously, because it's gonna take forever otherwise. It's still gonna take forever. Off stream, I managed to drop a fucking full helm and like 2 or 3 battle axes and some med helms. On stream, I've managed to drop fucking nothing. So that's fun. My inventory is getting quite full though. What I'm planning on doing is, once I get one more item that is just too much, I'll go and unnote the diamonds, cut them, sell them, not sell, high out. And then after that, I will be going for the rubies, cutting them, and then high out them. And then I will go sell all of these runes, except for my nature and my fire. Also pick up another 500 fires. If I could get this Baronite mace back, I would high alch it. I know that I can get the Mythril Kite Shield back. Well, I don't know that. I could get my Mythril Kite Shield back. I also could be so unlucky that the fucking Ogress has never dropped me another one. So if I want to get rid of the fucking Kite Shield, it's a big ass gamble for me. Same with the Beekeeper Gloves. I could just never get them again. And they are part of a mage setup. I could also drop my giant geese. That I've been thinking about a lot. Yeah, I started streaming really late. I couldn't sleep last night. Not really eating anything either. Should've before starting the stream. Nature runes. If I didn't need nature runes to high alch, I would totally sell them. Because that is a decent bit of money right here. Fucking 41k. If I want to get the most out of everything, I'm gonna have to fucking lobby hop a lot, though. Which is annoying. We've already used around 2,700 arrows. We're over halfway through our arrow stack. I'm thinking of upgrading from iron to steel. It shouldn't cost too much more for me to upgrade to steel. And that would clear up an entire inventory slot for me. Here, let me look. Arrows. OSRS. Fucking Limport route is annoying as all hell. I wish that this shit would just get fucking noted when you picked it up. So, iron arrows, when bought at the shop in Varrock, are 3 apiece. And they go up by 1 coin every 50 that you buy. Okay, so from 3 to a steel arrow is 12. Is the damage worth it on these? Yes. I believe so. It's 6 extra range strength. Grab that fucking arrow. Okay, let me add my canvases back. I have to do this every fucking time. Those are the 3 skills that are actively leveling up while we're here. Prayer, obvious. Hit points, obvious. Crafting because of gems. With the 6 extra range strength, I should be able to do more than 8 damage a hit as my max. Hoping like 9 or 10. It would probably be like 9. The money grind does help when they're dropping about 1,000 coins every time I kill them. Because that's really helpful. Close to another level of ranged. We're getting close to 60 ranged. I'm gonna look and see what the rewards for ranged are. Ranged OSRS. Like, what level range do I have to be to equip, like, some better weapons? So, there's a bunch of different ranged weapons. But bows, what's the next bow that I'll unlock? I'll be able to wield a cause bow or a dark bow once I hit 60. And at 65 is third age, 70 is crystal, 80 is the bow of Thorheim, and 85 is the twisted bow. Let me just look at all ranged weapons. Oh wait, I don't think... Crossbows, and then there's thrown weapons, salamanders. So... At 80, you can wield that. This is fucking annoying to look at. I wanted to look and see what all the different levels for all the different types of ranged weapons were, but I can't. So bows are this, thrown, chinchampas, blah blah blah, toxic blowpipe, 75. Crossbows, up to this. Armor, all of this is members only. Masori armor. Huh. Miscellaneous, Void Knight, Light Ballista, and Heavy Ballista. And there's shortcuts. I don't know why there's shortcuts locked behind range, and then there's salamanders. This is gonna be a very long and slow grind. At least I won't have to level up my goddamn range skill once I become member. Because look at this, 85. So far that's the highest. Literally, if I get 85, I can do everything with ranged. 99 is just for extra hits and aesthetics at that point. The ogres are used to me being here. Boop. Boop. Hi Scarlet, it's been a while. Also, hi Expensive, how are you? A few times when I could, but things have been crazy with school. I hope it all goes well with whatever you're doing. I'm not seen Jan here in a while. I like how you're saying Pog to the 400,000 coins, when that's like a fraction of what I need. God, it's gonna be a fucking scramble to get money once I get membership, just so that I can sustain membership. Just gotta get through these last few classes this semester and done with the worst part. I don't even remember what you were doing. Welding, but the extra classes I have to take is what's kicking my ass. What were the extra classes again? Fuck. I'm really tired. I didn't manage to get to sleep till like an hour or two after I was supposed to go to sleep, so I fucked up my sleep schedule. I seem to have been doing well recently on Twitch and YouTube for no apparent reason other than fucking old school RuneScape. Why, I still don't know, but whatever, I'll take it. But like, yeah, this grind's gonna be annoying. General studies and some other things. And what's screwing me over this semester is the intro to human communication. I would not be able to do college work. Especially with what my choice would be for what I would want to study. I just would not be able to do it. Because what I would want to study is psychology, and that shit's hard. And I don't even know what like secondary classes you would even have to take with that. Like you'd also have to from what I remember about last time that I was looking into it, if you wanted to be a psychologist, you would have to have the degree that's one step before a PhD. But like nowhere offers that degree. They offer a PhD and they offer the one before they offer the one before masters, and they would offer a PhD. They offer everything but masters, and it's really fucking weird. And like you have to have at least a master's to be a registered psychologist. I don't know all the different words for the degrees. They don't pertain to my life whatsoever, so why would I know them? But it's like really shitty. Because it's the one thing that's interested me. But it's like incredibly fucking difficult. Also, I highly suggest that no one ever drinks caffeinated water. It tasted like how cigarettes smell. It was awful. The other day, I don't know if it was, I think it was yesterday, I can't remember though. Someone was telling me that it should only cost me like 70 mil in old school RuneScape to get 99 construction. If I do the slow way of leveling it. It's an associate's, then bachelor's, then master's, and finally a doctoral. There has been like a total of 3 things that have interested me over my life. And let's see, one of them is extremely difficult, being psychology. Another one, oh, there's a battle axe, that's nice. So 400k, finally. Anyway, the 3 things that have interested me over the course of my life are psychology, and then there was politics, and fucking, what is it called? What's the last one called? It's the people that are in charge of like planning out cities, like roads and all that shit. Politics, less hard to get into than psychology, by like a very wide margin. The other one also would be hard, simply because there's a lot of math that I would have to remember. But math's not that difficult. Neither is science. Math should never be hard for anyone, and if you're finding it difficult, then someone taught you wrong. Architects? That might be like the major classification of what they fall under, but like that is not what they're specifically called for those people. They have a specific name and I can't remember it. Math ain't the easiest on top level, it's pretty easy. If you find anything difficult in math, you're either thinking about it wrong, or it's either that the way that you were taught that specific way of math was not the way that you find it easiest. Because if you were taught the way that you find it easiest, you would be able to get it done in your head pretty fucking fast. So, if you're struggling at all, you need to approach it from a different angle. Do something different than what you've been trying. Which pisses off math teachers to no fucking end. But like, if they're gonna teach you the way that you can't fucking understand it, then fuck them. Teach yourself the way that you understand it. Meanwhile, like, the science stuff, that shit's easy. That's not hard at all. Like, science and math are 2 of the easiest things in the world. If you ever forget anything in science, all it takes is one fucking search on the internet and you'll find about 1 billion documentations on that entire fucking subject. You just go read that shit and then you're fucking good. And if you're actually interested in it, then it's hard to forget it. If I really feel like doing math, I could sit here and do like entire fucking calculations in my head if I really want. The issue I have with math is not that it's hard. The issue I have is that it is hard for me to remember what the answer was. So let's say I calculate exactly how many hours it's going to take me to grind out this 7mm GP. The issue that I'm gonna have is not calculating out the fucking number. It's going to be remembering the number in a day, or remembering it in an hour, or 5 minutes, or 10 seconds. I'm not going to be able to remember that number. I'll be able to get the number really quickly, but I won't be able to remember it. That's my issue. All the different sciences are really easy. Even though it's all just memory, it's still really easy. Even for me, who can't remember shit that happened 5 minutes ago. I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about 15 minutes ago. Probably not this, but I don't know what it was then. So, oh well. Politics is by far the easiest of the three. There's no need for math. There's no need for science. It's literally say things out of your fucking ass, and then you're done. That's the entire thing. People would not like me if I was in politics. Or urban planning. People would very much not like me. Because I have some very fucking extreme ideas for how fucking the US should be. My opinion on cars is that your average everyday person should not fucking drive cars. They should not be the— oh, another fucking battle axe, that's nice. And a kite shield, that's nice. The average everyday person does not need to drive a car. It is not a necessity. It is only a necessity at the moment because that is how the US is laid out and how it has been built around, is cars. Public transportation is an afterthought and treated as such. Getting around on a bike or on foot is an afterthought. In fact, it's mostly a non-thought. I'm of the opinion that no one that doesn't have to drive should be allowed to drive. I think that driving should be an actual, like, privilege for people, not something that a fucking 14-year-old in South Carolina can do. I don't think this random rich kid down in Florida that just got handed a $100,000 car should be able to drive said car going at fucking top speed down the goddamn highway and crashing into someone. That's not something I think should be a thing. I don't think it should even be a possibility. If a person has road rage, I don't think that they should be allowed to drive. If a person is partially blind, I don't think that they should be allowed to drive. Because it's a danger to other people, right? So, the idea for that is to actually put in place fucking stopgaps on people getting a fucking license and renewing their license. It's pretty fucking simple. The issue is solely people like their fucking cars too much. Kinda like how they like their guns too fucking much. The people who are partially blind, they should not be able to drive, correct? So, what should they be able to do to get around? They should be able to use public transport. Is public transport available? No. 99% of the time in the US it's not. And the 1% of the time that it is, half of that time it's going to be so shitty that no one fucking uses it. Why does no one use it half the time that it's even around? It's because it's looked down on. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. I also think that the rail system in the US should be nationalized, which is something a lot of people think. America's rail system is owned by like a bunch of different companies, and those companies refuse to fucking do like half the shit that a fucking rail line should be doing. So, if they're not gonna fucking use their rail system and they're gonna treat it like shit, then they don't deserve to have their fucking rail system. The US gave them the land for practically free, like 200 years ago. Why don't we just take it the fuck back? And then on top of that, so you know how when you expand a highway, give it like an extra lane on each side, it's not going to do fuck all for traffic, right? Because it's just going to make more people drive to fill in that extra space that's now there. And then it'll be just as bad, if not worse. Increased quantity increases demand. The demand is already sky fucking high, so increasing the quantity will just make the people that aren't driving drive, because now there's literally no choice anymore. How do you fix that? Public transport, obviously. I like Amsterdam. Fucking complete separation between bike lanes, foot traffic, and car traffic. People on foot get the most direct path to where they're wanting to go. People on bike get a slightly less direct path to where they want to go. And then people in a car get the least direct path to where they want to go. They can drive if they want to, but it'll take about the same amount of time as biking or walking, because it's the least direct. But it's going to cost you, it's going to take the most time. The issue, you're spending your gas, that's going to cost you money. You're wearing down your tires, that's going to eventually cost you money. You're wearing out your vehicle, it's going to cost you money. So it's, do you want to bike, do you want to walk, or do you want to use public transport, or do you want to take your car? It's pretty fucking simple. if you disconnect the big fucking metal death boxes that can kill someone from the people, people don't die. The people in the big metal death boxes do die, but they chose to ride in their big metal death box. So that's their own choice that got them killed. They could have easily just as walked, or taken public transport, or biked. Especially with Dutch bikes. Dutch bikes are made to be more comfortable to bike on. Over here in America, your options for public transport are, if you're not in one of the like 2 or 3 major cities, your options are this. You either take a bus that's going to be stuck in the same traffic you're going to be, or you take a car. If you walk, you're probably going to get hit by a fucking car, and if you bike, you're probably going to get hit by a fucking car. You can't take fucking rail because there's no fucking rail in the majority of the US. Where is there rail? In the big cities. Where do the majority of people live? Not in the fucking big cities. I would be willing to say that 60% or higher of the US live outside of the like fucking dozen or so big cities that have actual transportation. And another issue with the transportation is like New York City has intercity fucking transportation. That is a thing that they have. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia specifically, has intercity transportation. The issue, they don't really have like intercity transportation. They don't have transportation like fucking rail that goes between other cities. Like, there's not much, if there is any. I don't know exactly if there is, but like, there's not much transportation to get from fucking New York to Chicago, or from like Pennsylvania, Philadelphia specifically, to like New York. Not that I know of. There might be a train from Philadelphia to New York. But like, who the fuck would use it? I doubt a lot of people use it if it's not coming that often. See, it's a feeling of envy when you're going to school in America and you have to take a bus. Do you feel envy toward the people that are either driven to school or that can walk to school because they live that fucking close? It's like, oh, you live close enough to actually walk to school in like 5 minutes? Wow, I wish I could walk to school in 5 minutes, but I've tried to walk from my middle school to home, and I made it about a third of the way. It took me like 2.5 hours, and I almost had a heat stroke. That's a fucking issue. Everything's so fucking far away, and the only way to get there is to fucking drive. And it blows my mind that America's still stuck in the fucking early 1900s for the vast majority of the fucking country. Alright, there was a video on a channel. Let me look at the channel real quick, so that I can give you the name. So, Alan Fisher, this is the channel name. There is a video, I believe, on this channel where they were looking into cities, right? They talk about shit like this all the time. It's what they talk about. But anyway, them and their friend went to go check out some farms that were on the outskirts of Philadelphia. Because it's where Philadelphia got all of their food. It's where they got the vast majority of the food to feed the people in the city. They went to check out these two farms to talk with the owners about the farms. And when they got there, the farms were fucking gone. The farms were just a fucking suburb. The image that they were using was from the fucking 90s. They removed the farms that were feeding Philadelphia to put suburbs there. They removed the fucking thing that was feeding the people of their city to put suburbs there. Suburbs are literally one of the laziest things that fucking exist. It's the same house, copy and pasted, over and over and over and over and over again. They live too far from anything to actually go fucking do anything. And like, the entire thing is built on roads that are too wide to go let your child that you're supposed to have in a fucking suburb, because it's supposed to be a family housing thing. And the roads are too fucking wide for you to feel safe letting your child outside, because they're gonna get hit by a car going 90 fucking miles an hour. A car shouldn't be able to go 90 miles a fucking hour down a actual populated street filled with people. That is not something that should be a possibility. And if it is a possibility, then someone fucked up when they were designing that fucking road. It's so fucking annoying. Suburbs fucking suck. They look awful. You have these suburbs everywhere in America. They all look the exact same, and they all look awful. They're all too far away to do literally anything without like a half an hour to an hour drive to the city. And they can't take a bus, because there's no buses that run to the fucking suburbs to pick people up. They can't take a fucking train, because there's no fucking train stations anywhere near the fucking suburbs. And when they do build a train station, that train station has a fucking parking lot that takes 2.5 hours to walk across. And it's also situated like another fucking 20 fucking miles from anything. There's a video on, I believe, it's either Not Just Bikes or on the same guy that I was just talking about, on one of their channels, about how shitty our fucking train station placement is for our actual commuter rail. And the thumbnail is just an image of a train station. It's like by itself on a fucking road in the middle of fucking nowhere, with nothing around it except for this giant parking lot with like 1,000+ parking spaces. There's no cars there. It's just that rail line, the building for you to actually go in to go ride the fucking train, and a parking lot. There's no cars on the road, no cars in the fucking parking lot, no nothing. Why the fuck was this built if it was going to be built so far away from anyone that would actually use it? It's stupid. Very stupid. I believe that the video in question about the where they went to the farm was something about solar punk. Yeah, real solar punk smart land use. Real solar punk is smart land use, not gimmick skyscraper farms. That's the video where they went to where they tried to go to that farm. I just don't understand. Why the fuck would you build something literally hours drive away from anyone that would want to use it? Why would you want to drive like 2 hours to go ride a train for half an hour to get to the city that's only a 2 hour drive in the opposite direction of the fucking station? It's so stupid. There was a video on one of those two channels as well, talking about how in America, the reason why you have, I believe it's not just bikes, but the fucking one about that train station that's fucking far away from everything, about why buildings are built like that in the US, and it's because they have to be built like that because of laws. So you're forced to build your building where you have this massive parking lot, no matter what kind of building you are, no matter what you're doing in said building, because the law states that you have to have a parking lot of X size if you're a building of X size. He showed a dentist office. It was a dentist office. It was about the size of like a small house from the early 1900s. And it had a parking lot out front that was about the size of a fucking Walmart parking lot. Why the fuck would a building so small that you wouldn't be able to fit 10 people in it comfortably need a parking lot big enough to park 50 plus cars? That is stupid. That is actually fucking idiotic. And I believe that it might be federal law, but it might be like just a law that a bunch of cities share for no fucking reason. Da, da, da. Ooh, beekeeper. This is really easy. Sure. Free rewards. Done. Really easy. Damn. That's some nice magic bonus. That's a new collection log item too. Wait, really? That's a new collection log item? Other Random events. Oh yeah, I just need to get the beekeeper hat now. Beekeeper hat, zombie mask, stale baguette, and the rest of the camo. That's nice. I wanna... hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna check the beekeeper's legs against the Zamorak monk bottoms, because this might actually be better. So, Zamorak monk bottoms. Okay, no, they're not. They're not better. The monk bottoms are better. Alright, then I have no qualms with throwing these out then. I want the entirety of the US completely connected with fucking high-speed rail. I believe that it would be beneficial for the entirety of the fucking US. I don't give a damn if it costs a couple $1 trillion. We're spending a couple $1 trillion like a year on shit that doesn't matter. And if we spend a couple $1 trillion on building a subsidized high-speed rail system across the entirety of the US connecting the major cities of the US, it would speed up literally everything. It would lower the need for the cars and everything. I don't give a damn if it costs a couple $1 trillion. You're spending a couple $1 trillion of tax money a year on fucking army shit that doesn't matter right now. There is a very easy way that you can check how much the US is spending. How much has the US government spent this year? $406 billion. They don't spend everything that they make, by the way. They don't. They have extra money just lying around that they don't spend on shit. They may only spend like $500 to $600 billion a year, but they make trillions off of taxes. If I look here at this website, a government-run website, I can look at the entire US budget. And you can see all the useless shit they're spending money on. It's like, why are you spending money on this or that? You could be spending your money on subsidized fucking healthcare or subsidizing the rail lines. This is actual like legal documentation that I'm looking at from fucking the Department of Treasury. Now I have to wait out the fucking shaman. Okay, it's there. $13.2 billion for the IRS to ensure increased oversight of high income and corporate tax returns to ensure compliance. In addition, the American Families Plan includes proposals to overhaul tax administration and provide the IRS the resources and information it needs to adjust tax evasion. All told, these reforms will generate an additional $700 billion in tax revenue over the course of the decade, net of the investment made. So they're putting $13.2 billion into the IRS to try and get $700 billion of profit. They've increased the... Hold on. The budget provides $330 million, an increase of 22.2% above the 2021 enacted level, to support expanding the role of community development financial institutions, with the goal of empowering the nation's most vulnerable communities, including many rural and tribal communities. The investments builds upon an unprecedented level of support of the CDFI industry in 2021, including more than $3 billion in direct funding, $9 billion in investments in CDFI and minority depository institutions (MDI), and provisions in the American Rescue Plan encouraging CDFI participation in the $10 billion State Small Business Credit Initiative. The budget includes $190 million for the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, $64 million above the 2021 enacted level. To create a database, as required by statute, that tracks the ownership and control of certain companies and organizations and helps combat the use of complex corporate structures to shield illegal activity. The FY 2022 budget includes the information required for the annual performance report. I have validated the accuracy, completeness, and reliability of the performance data in this report. Sincerely, Janet L. Yellen. That is just a brief overview of it for some things that have major changes. There's still another 156 pages of this document. That's just the first page. You could easily read through this whole thing and find shit that could easily be cut. Or, like, at least minimalized. Like, if they're gonna spend $13.2 billion on the IRS to try and get $700 billion out of it in a decade, sure, that's fucking worth it. I know that they're not spending 100% of the money that they've made, though. FY 2022 President's Budget, $1.8 billion. Post IRS transfer, blah blah blah. Wait, are you saying that the Treasury took $18.7 million fucking dollars Budget request of $15 billion based on discretionary resources of the Department of Treasury's domestic programs. A $1.5 billion or 11.3% increase. Enacted level. Bitch, you're asking for 11% more than you already get every year? You got 1.5 billion, you're asking for 15 billion more. The amount of money in the US is fucking frightening. Like, these people get paid to handle the money. I'm sure they're doing the best that they can with the resources given to them and the fucking orders given to them. Because they have to allocate money based on, like, if the president signs something saying that they're going to give X amount of money to X thing, then the Treasury has to give that money to that thing, right? They're doing the best that they can do with what they have, but like, this entire thing could most likely be overhauled. Oh my god, this is so fucking weird. Why is this fucking weird? Half of their shit is just completely on its fucking side. A 2.7% pay raise to federal employees. Another, so like fucking 10% pay raise toward all fucking federal employees. That's a fucking lot. They made no adjustments to reoccurring costs, but they made adjustments to non-reoccurring costs. I'm done reading this. I don't feel like reading that anymore. It's hard just to find all the numbers that you want to look at. If you're looking through an entire fucking 157-page document that's filled with a bunch of legal jargon that you don't care about since you're just wanting to see the numbers. Anyway, my opinions on the matter still have not changed. Everything there could be redone to be better. I don't believe that the federal employees need like an extra fucking 7 to 10% fucking raise to all things. still don't believe that we should be spending nearly as much on military. $800 billion. $800 billion in military spending. Bitch, why? You don't need $800 billion to maintain your military situation. President Biden declared to the United Nations on Tuesday that for the first time in 20 years, the United States is not at war. We're not at war, yet we're still spending like we're in the middle of a fucking war. Why? When did World War III start? World War III, often abbreviated WWIII or WW3, also known as the Third World War, or the ACMF, or /NATO War, was a global war that lasted from October 28, 2026 to November 2nd, 2032. A majority of nations, including most of the world's great powers, fought on two sides consisting of military alliances. Ah, yes. How many people died in the 30 Years' War? Oh, well that's simple. 400 trillion. Yes, totally. This is a very good source of information that I'm looking at. This totally is not false whatsoever. Yes, 400 trillion people totally died in the 30 Years' War. Hi Sarah, how are you? We've been sitting here talking about how stupid the US is for the past, hour. I just looked at the US spending for this year. How are they spending $800 billion on the military after finally getting us out of war for the first time in 20 years? Shouldn't some of that spending be diverted to other shit? We don't need $800 billion to maintain all of our military equipment and military bases. Do 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah, this cash stack's nowhere near as big as it needs to be. Instead of a K, I need that to be an M. If we erase the first two numbers and change that K to an M, then I'll be done. Anyway, how are you, Sarah, and what are you up to? We're about to get a 57th hit point and 42 prayer. How close are we to 59 archery? Or ranged? Meh, 13k off. Oh. Okay, yeah. So okay, time for story time, I guess. I almost joined the military. Why? Because it would have enabled me if I wouldn't have been able to do it. I know that I wouldn't have been able to maintain literally anything to keep myself in the military, but like if I could have, it would have given me enough money to actually transition. The issue is that from 1960 to 2021, being trans and in the military was illegal. In 2021, they passed a law which now enables trans people to serve in the military. So it's no longer illegal. It only took them 60 fucking years. Sorry, 61 years. Oh, and of course it was Biden who reversed it. Trump reinforced it in 2018. But the ban was in place since 1960. God, the fucking US is still like behind the times for like modern societies. At least it's not as bad as fucking Japan. In Japan, I'm pretty sure it's still illegal to be gay. Same-sex sexual activity legal since 1880 in Japan. You cannot be married if you're gay, though. In Japan, I believe. There's no legal recognition of same-sex relationships on any governmental level. And it is not protected against discrimination in Japan. Hey, at least they can fucking adopt. That's more than you could say in some places. That's a lot more than you can say in some places. I'm probably gonna end my stream at 500k. I should be able to get 500k pretty easily, hopefully. These streams are gonna be shorter because I don't believe that everyone wants to watch me do this at all times. But I will be killing ogres practically all day today and tomorrow until I have the 7 mil. That's a lie. I won't be doing it all day because I have other games that I play as well. It's just gonna take me a while. And if anyone wants updates on how close I get, I'll post a update at around, I'll start doing this. I've not done it yet. I'll start putting updates on cash stacks, on my cash stack during this grind in the Discord. In the channel OSRS drops. It's at the bottom of the text channels. And I'll start putting that down there at around 10 p.m. Just not 10 p.m. around 9 p.m. every day until I hit 7 mil. I can't do 10 p.m. because 10 p.m. is when I go to sleep. Yeah, so if anyone's curious how close I am at any point, you can check in the Discord. Discord is both below the stream in the About page on YouTube, and it is a command in the Twitch chat. !Discord. The one thing that no one on Twitter has access to the Discord, which is I find it weird that I'm getting followers on Twitter just for having a bot say when I go live. I don't tweet anything. I don't even fucking look at Twitter. I look at it like once every like few months. Not even like browsing people's anything, just look at it and then I'm like, cool, and I leave. I want to make merch, which is very stupid, seeing as how few people watch me, but like, I want a pangolin onesie, and like, no one makes those. I want pangolin stuff, and no one makes them. So I can't do anything about that unless I get them made myself. Right? I'm gonna be able to get hella clickbait once I do get a bond though. Because so far on YouTube, there's no one that actually earned a bond. There's no videos where someone earned a bond on free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man without any help. Not that I could find with preliminary search. So if I could do it, I get to clickbait it. Which is bad. I shouldn't want to do that, but like, it's funny. I should hopefully get another shaman mask while doing this. I've only dropped one so far. It's the only item that I've only dropped one of off their loot table. Total value 1.48 mil. Evidently the total value of everything that I've dropped from fucking ogres is worth over a mil finally. Too bad I've had to spend it on other shit before now. Blam. This should be the last kill for level up in HP. This will be fun. Yep, there's the hit point 57. Hit point 99 is going to be a bitch, but once I have 99 in 3 other combat stats, I'll definitely have it. In fact, I might be able to get hit point 99 at like, what, 94 or something across all combat stats? The exception is Mage. Because Mage gives you XP for doing a bunch of different shit instead of just hitting shit. Nope. I was wondering if I could enable like a cash stack tracker to see how much I'm earning an hour. Because I would like to see my rates. I've dropped at least a battle axe, a full helmet, and a med helmet today, which is nice. It's actually really nice. If I could have a better weapon, that would be nice, because then I could just fucking melee them down without the need for the arrows. I like this though. This is nice. We're actually managing to kill them really quickly now. We're getting close to 70 range. Not 70, 60 range. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. Anyway. Once I'm at around 65 range, maybe 70, this should be going really well and really fast per kill. Because we're even doing rapid, we're not even doing accurate. Accurate is slightly slower but deals more damage. I think my max hit would be 9 with it right now if I used it. We're 45 kills away from prayer 42. As each kill gives me about 0.4%. Another myth kite. Bum ba da dun ba da dun dun ba da dun 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 bum ba da dun ba da dun bum ba da dun 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 da 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 do da 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 do 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 bum bum ba da dun dun ba da dun dun. It's gonna be shorter streams during this grind, and then when I get my bond, it's gonna be really long streams. Because it's gonna be streams of practically the entire time that I have a bond. Ba da dun da da dun dun da dun dun dun. Ba da 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 ba da 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 da. How many kills are we at? 663 kills for 1.14 mil. There, I toggled a bunch of shit off in the thing so that we don't have to see the stupid shit that doesn't matter, that's not like needed for anything. Like ash, bronze arrows. Don't need to see any of that. Yeah, well, we need 7 mil, so I'm gonna have to kill a couple thousand OSRS warriors. If I get around the same drop rates that you saw in the loot thing, and I currently have 400k, I'm gonna need to kill another 333 or so. And then on top of that, I'm gonna need to kill another like fucking 3,000 something. So I'm gonna need to kill like practically 4,000 OSRS warriors more just to get my 7 mil. Possibly more. Most likely more. Looks like this is gonna be the end of the stream because I just got a med helm. I said I'd end it at 500k. I have to set really low goals or I'm gonna disappoint myself. Because like, yeah. We're gonna raid wood because I can.